let's just take a quiet moment together to explore something we all carry, something we all know: the weight of stress. We feel it in our bodies, right? In our minds. But what if we looked at it not as an enemy, but simply as a story our body is telling us? Let's try to understand that story. So to begin, we have to go back, way back, to a time when our bodies first learned how to protect us. We can think of this as the body's ancient alarm. You see, at its core, stress isn't a flaw. It's actually an incredibly intelligent system, designed to sound an alarm when it senses our well-being is at risk. Think of it as a quiet message from within that says, "Pay attention, something needs your care." And when this alarm is triggered, our nervous system, well, it awakens. It sends signals throughout our entire body, preparing us to face whatever challenge is at hand, to fight or to flee. And in these moments, you can feel it happening, can't you? Your body pulls energy from its reserves. Your heart might beat a little faster. Your senses become sharp, focused only on what's right in front of you. Your mind simplifies, pausing those more complex thoughts. Everything else, hunger, rest, desire, it all just gently fades into the background. But the thing is, this state of high alert is really meant to be brief. Once the danger has passed, a natural, built-in thermostat is designed to gently turn the system off, allowing our whole body to return to a state of ease and balance. It's also really helpful to understand that not all stress, feels the same or affects us in the same way. We can think of it as having three different phases. So first, there's what we might call positive stress. It's that feeling of rising to a challenge that you know you can handle. It's brief, it's manageable, and it's actually how we grow stronger and more resilient. The second phase is tolerable stress. This comes with the major, difficult events that life inevitably brings our way. What makes it tolerable, though, is not being alone in it. The presence of caring, supportive relationships really acts as a buffer, helping us get through. And then there's the third phase, toxic stress. This is what happens when that alarm gets stuck in the on position, when the threat feels constant, unpredictable, and completely out of our control. This is the experience that can begin to leave a lasting imprint on us. And that right there, that is where stress can begin to feel less like a temporary alarm and more like a constant, heavy weight that we carry with us every day. There's a term for this cumulative cost, allostatic load. But really, we can just think of it as the wear and tear that happens inside us when our protective systems are forced to work overtime for far too long. And it's so interesting, isn't it? How the very things that help us in the short term can become harmful over time. That surge of blood sugar for a quick burst of energy, well, if that becomes constant, it can lead to health challenges. A temporarily faster heartbeat? If it never slows down, it starts to wear on the heart. That heightened vigilance can slowly turn into anxiety. And that simple, focused thinking can become a loss of interest in life itself. This weight, it isn't just carried by the body. It also has a profound effect on the mind, gently reshaping our inner world. Our brain cells are bathed in the very same stress hormones that flood our body. When this goes on for a long time, it can create a state of constant overstimulation, of constant alert for our sensitive brain cells. And in their own kind of wisdom to protect themselves from this constant, overwhelming excitation, the brain cells begin to adapt. They gently pull back their connections, almost like a plant retracting its leaves in a harsh environment. It's a protective kind of shrinkage. Now, this subtle pulling back happens in areas of the brain that are so essential for our daily lives. It can affect how we form memories, how we make decisions, and even our ability to control our impulses. This is why, under chronic stress, we might notice we're more forgetful, or that it's just harder to make choices that feel good for us. It's not a personal failing, it's a biological response. And this, unfortunately, can create a difficult cycle. As these brain regions change, the brain's alarm system itself can become more sensitive. It starts to perceive threats more easily, which in turn keeps that stress response going. So to fully understand our own relationship with stress, it can be so helpful to look at how our foundations were formed and how we first learned about safety and threat. You see, the brain of a child is still forming, and it experiences the world so differently. Our earliest experiences with stress, especially within our families and environments, can lay down the blueprint for how our alarm system will operate for the rest of our lives. If our early daily world felt unstable or unsupportive, the brain's thermostat can be set to a higher, more sensitive point. It learns that the world is a place where it needs to be on high alert, and it can carry that lesson deep into adulthood. But here is the most important part of our story. The brain, even the adult brain, is not set in stone. It is remarkably plastic, which is really just a beautiful way of saying it has a profound inherent capacity to change, to heal, and to bounce back. So just holding this understanding that stress is an ancient alarm, that it can become a heavy weight, and that our brains have this incredible capacity to heal. How might this change the way we see our own stress? What little bit of compassion can we offer ourselves just knowing this story?